Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, there is so much excitement here at Oklahoma State. They had great success, reached many highs under Mike Gundy, but they have turned the page, and they have got a new, young, exciting coach in Eric Morris, who has proven himself in Texas football at North Texas. They want to see if he can revamp this once-proud Cowboy program. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Creates a little space. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Coleman. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They go right back to it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He might want another play. using his feet. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And they swarm him under.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
He's going to take off. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Running inside, it's Payne. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
The Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls it on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Craig. He's going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, TCU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Fires to the wide out. Complete in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll take it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Might be changing the route. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Find some fresh air. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Craig. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Craig. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his man. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, new head coach Eric Morris essentially brought his entire team from North Texas up here to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and it's a pretty good-looking team, David. When you take a look at the roster, and you don't have to look too much further than their quarterback, Drew Mestemaker. Absolutely lit up college football a year ago. He's got so much talent. He's got size. He's deadly accurate. I don't think anybody doubts this offense is going to be electrifying right out of the gate.
And nobody doubts this offense, but Drew Mestemaker was doubted his whole life. That dude did not start one high school football game. Not a single one. To do what he did at North Texas and now to come to the Cowboys and lead a new squad with Eric Morris, I look forward to big things happening for Oklahoma State because they brought a lot of talent with the running back spot, with the receiver spot. This should be an offense that's carbon copied and ready to go.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. The Horned Frogs line it up with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. to see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Now on the move. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's got it on the right. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone, it's Page. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end now in motion. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it.
It's a seam wide open. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Craig. Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. This is a designed run. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. Up-tempo for the offense. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got the quick pass. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure, because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll take a shot. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He tries to take the top off. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
And I know, Jesse, you love this, and you're really excited because both teams are clicking on all cylinders, but eventually, at some point, we will get a stop. And maybe whoever forces a turnover or does something halfway decent on defense, maybe they'll win this ballgame.
Looking for a huge play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Craig. The sweet feet buy a little time. Myers on the move. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 19 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Gators, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Right on the money. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Craig. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And they're feeling themselves a little bit, right? Just make a big play, and I like it. Try to keep the momentum going. Try to capitalize. Make another big play. Taking the big shot down the field. This offense is going to be aggressive. You can tell.
A run for the quarterback. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gets the back moving. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Page. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this play's got